What's up, my dudes? Valk here, and today I want to try to give some advice to players that are kind of new to the game dealing with Symmetra. I've noticed a lot of times in ranked lobbies, and also whenever I'm playing with my friend who's really new, a lot of people have no idea how to deal with Symmetra whenever she's set up. So let's say, for example, you're trying to fight for, let's say this is a capture the flag point. You're trying to break through this choke here to go ahead and get to this point, but Symmetra, has done this stuff to where now you have to run into all this, and you do that. So a lot of capture the flag points have multiple entries, and Symmetra is really going to set up mostly to try to capitalize on just one solo entry. So for example, if Symmetra were to set up her turrets to block off a single choke point, alternate avenues you can do is you could try to play flanking characters such as like Kiriko. I know a lot of people will be like, Kiriko, that's a support. Well, as a support, you can actually pick somebody like Kiriko. And the reason Kiriko can flank well, although you shouldn't be doing it constantly, but if there's a Symmetra set up and you need to help your team, you could do something like go over here, get the flank, and then whenever you get to the flank, you get to a sight line where you can see the turrets, and you would bop, 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 shoot the turrets, and then you could dash out of there to one of your team, dash to safety, get out of there, etc. That's one avenue you can do, or another avenue to try to take care of the turrets if you're not support but you're DPS. You're damage and you're trying to help your team break through, absolutely is Pharah. So Pharah can kind of just sit here and fly in the sky and kind of unload on the point with objectives. Like she could even go on the flank too. Like it's obviously better for Pharah to go on the flank than it would be for Kiriko. But Pharah could go onto the flank and just start unloading with big explosives, and explosives are a really good way to try to beat up the turrets because you just hit in a general area of where the turret would be placed, and you're going to one pop it. But no matter what you do, for the love of God, do not engage onto the Symmetra without taking care of the turrets first. Another good character to help take care of the turrets if you are on tank is Orisa. The reason for Orisa is because she can fortify, she won't get slowed by the turrets, so you can see which directions the turrets are hitting you from, and because you're so tanky as Orisa and hopefully your team's backing you up, you can turn, you can shoot them all, and then you can proceed forward through the choke and try to deal with it that way. Or you can even do this to try to mitigate damage to help your team, where you run in, you eat the turrets, and then you fight. But the main reason you do not want to be fighting Symmetra with her turrets active is the way her kit works. If you look, her photon projector, I don't know why I read that as Shoton. But her photon projector, short range beam weapon with increasing damage. So the way her weapon works is the longer you hit something with this, the more damage it does. And since you are going to be slowed by her turrets, it's going to be much harder to dodge her actual shots, to the point where if she's just able to lay into somebody, the damage ramp up is just going to increase until it reaches max, and then you can see the amount of damage it does. So whenever she has these turrets to kind of just slow you down and ramp up the damage that she does, the melt is absolutely insane. You're not going to survive it. I had a tank teammate who I kept trying to help kill the turrets, but the tank teammate was playing Orisa and really wanted to walk into Bastion with 3 sim turrets on them, and then they would complain to me about no healing. But yeah, you don't walk into Bastion, you just don't do it. But Symmetra, the way you deal with Symmetra is you either try to go on the flank of whatever position she's in. A good example is King's Row. A lot of Symmetras like to set up turrets across that first choke point by the statue on the fence on defense side. So if you actually go through the building to your right, there's a window that you can go out on the right side to where you can go up to the steps to your right. If you're on a hypermobile character, like for example, I'll pick Lucio to do it, or somebody like Kiriko that can teleport to relative safety. Pharah, who can fly, characters like I mentioned. If you're on a character with a lot of mobility or a lot of safety, you can take that choke, take care of the turrets, rejoin your team, and try to group up and push after, or maybe even get a pick while you're back there before they notice you. But odds are you shoot the turrets and they notice you. But turrets should always be a priority. It doesn't even matter whether it's Symmetra, whether it's Torbjorn, whatever. If a character has a turret, for the love of God, shoot the turret before you engage, because I promise you, that turret is the best player on their team. I'm sure you've heard a lot of content creators meme on that, but genuinely, this is going to be the first thing you shoot. Absolutely. Now, obviously, if a Torb is running at you like this, like, ah, shoot him first because he's up in your face, and then take care of the turret. But if you're getting ready to engage and push into a team, and they have a turret up, for the love of God, kill the turret first. It's very, very important to actually kill the turret first, because then you know, you can actually push and not have to worry about this extra damage going down. So yeah, that's basically the video, just trying to help people deal with Sim. You don't want to engage on Sim with her turrets up. I don't care like how good you think it is. The best way to not let Sim, or the best way to beat Sim and capture the flag point is to not let her set up to begin with. So just simply never lose a fight, Fivehead. Surely that'll work. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. If you guys have any extra tips I might not have covered whenever it comes to dealing with this character in particular, Symmetra, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.